my YouTube channel. Hey Dikshit, I wanted to ask you for some help. I am trying to improve my English skill, but I feel little lots on where to start. Do you have any tips? Sure, Rekta. I would be happy to share some tips. I think one of the best things you can do is start reading in English every day. Reading will help build your vocabulary and get exposure to proper grammar. That's great idea. Are there certain books or types of reading you would recommended? I would suggest starting with simple books, short stories or news articles. Look for topics that interested you so it's more enjoyable. As you get comfortable, more to more complex books and novels. Okay, reading more is definitely something I can do. What else would help improve my English? Watching TV shows and movies in English is another good option. You will learn common slang and language used in everyday conversation. Try using English subtitles at first to follow along. Watching TV in English sounds like a fun way to practice. Are there any particular shows you would recommend? I would suggest starting with something easy to follow like sitcoms, Friends, The Office, things like that. Then try dramas or more complex shows once you feel up to it. Great! I will check out some popular sitcoms in English. Listening to the language on shows will probably help a lot. Yes, exactly. On that note, listening to podcasts and audiobooks can be really helpful too. The more you immerse yourself in spoken English, the more your listening comprehension will improve. Podcast seems like a great option I can listen to anytime. Are there particular ones you would recommend it for learning? There are some designed specifically for English learners that I like, such as ESL Podcast and Learn English Podcasts from the British Council. Start with those. Okay, perfect. I will look those up and start listening. This is really helpful, Dikshit. What else should I focus on? Speaking. Find opportunities to practice speaking English either with a tutor or language partner. Having conversation will get you comfortable speaking. That makes sense since I don't really have many people to speak English with regularly. How can I find a language partner? There are lots of websites and apps where you can be matched with language partner. Try one like Tandem or HelloTalk to find English speakers to chat with. Oh, nice! An app to find language partners sounds perfect. I will definitely try one of those out. This has all been really great advice so far. I appreciate it. You are very welcome. Lastly, try to immerse yourself in the language as much as possible. Change your phone and other device settings to English. Surround yourself with the language. Immersing myself seems like a great way to ramp up my learning. I like the idea of changing my phone. I will be seeing and using English constantly. This has all been so helpful. Thanks, Dikshit. I feel like I have a solid plan now. I'm glad I could help provide some help tips. Just try to incorporate English into your everyday life as much as possible. Let me know if you have any other questions. Will do. These tips give me plenty to start working on. I'm excited to improve my English with your advice. Thanks again. You're welcome. I'm happy to help and I hope the tips help you reach your English goals. Good luck. Tips for improving English. Read in English daily. Start with simple books, short stories, or news articles to build vocabulary and grammar skills. More to more complex reading material over time. Watch TV shows and movies in English. Start with sitcoms which use everyday conversational language. Use subtitles at first to follow along if needed. Listen to podcasts and audiobooks in English. Look for ones designed specifically for English learners to start. The more spoken English you hear, the better. Speak English regularly. Find opportunities to have conversational in English through a tutor, language partner, or language exchange app. Practicing speaking is key. Immerse yourself in the language. Change device setting to English. Surround yourself with the language as much as possible to immerse yourself and accelerate learning. Find a language exchange partner. Use websites or apps like Tandem or HelloTalk to find English speakers to chat with and improve through conversation. Start with sample content. Books, shows, podcasts aimed at beginners so you can get comfortable with the language and build from there. Use English subtitles when watching TV and movies. Has follow along and learn common slang used in everyday speech. Listen to English every day. Make it a habit to practice listening comprehension as much as possible. So, in summary, the key tips are reading, writing, speaking, listening, and full immersion in the language through various form of content conversation and changing everyday environments to English. Thank you for watching my video. Please subscribe to my channel. Bye bye friends.